been a roller coaster of a fucking week. I literally I'm so happy it's Saturday. Like, regardless that it's the fucking weekend, I'm so fucking happy the week is over. This week has sucked. But you know what? I'm staying positive. Alright, so I'm just gonna get right to this freaking video. I asked you guys a while back, and I haven't done this video, and I'm not really sure why, because this topic gets me going, and I know how much you guys like when I get angry, so here we fucking go. This story is the time that my ex-best friend stole my boyfriend. So, for purposes of not exposing their names, seeing as they cannot defend themselves, and I'm not a big piece of shit, even though people like to think I am, I'm not. I'm changing both of their names for privacy purposes. This female in this role, who was my best friend and no longer is and no longer will ever be in my life again, we're gonna name her Karen. And then the male in this, who also name won't be spoken, who I am no longer friends with as well, no longer speak to, we're gonna call him Luke. We're gonna call him Luke. So, preface. This was back in my senior year of high school. I was a cheerleader, All-American. Woo! I had a football game, and one of my friends, Kaylee, had asked me, she was like, do you want to go over Karen's house with me that night? I said, yeah, I have a game, but if you guys want to pick me up afterwards, like, that'd be sick. She picked me up, and I get in the car. I open up the door, and it's not just Karen and Kaylee. It's this kid, Luke. And I was like, I've never met Luke in my life. He literally looked like he just had an obsession with math because of his glasses. It was just the way his glasses are. I'm not, like, offending people with glasses. I have glasses myself, so I don't want to get hate from that. We get to Karen's house, and we're sitting around and talking and just, like, having a good time. We're having drinks and all that. I mentioned something about WWE. A lot of people may know I have a real big obsession with wrestling. I've been to at least 10 shows. We started talking about WWE, and like Karen and Kaylee wanted to go to bed, but we were just like, we kept talking, so we went outside and we were just like talking all night long, and it was like I can go to him and like I can just talk all the time, and it was just like really nice. I liked his personality at the time. We'll get to that. And then I found out he had a girlfriend, so I was like, okay, that's fine. He just started texting me, really like persistent on hanging out with me again. So we all went back to her house, we hung out again, and like he just kept talking to me and kept talking to me. I was like, wow, like I think this kid really likes me. I was just so on the fence because I hadn't been with anyone else since like my first relationship I was ever in. I was like in a really bad relationship, and he beat me, and like it was just not a good thing. It was really bad. 2 years of just pure like shit. So I just was scared to get in a relationship again, especially if he had a girlfriend and he was like trying to flirt with me. And like him and his girlfriend broke up, and then we started dating a couple weeks later. And when we started dating, Karen got upset. Luke told Karen that we were dating. She cried. Now, many of you are probably wondering why I didn't see this red flag before. But Sierra was a dumbass, and she was like, what, 17? So, I'm a fucking idiot, I know, I'm dumb. We progress on with life. She fucking cried and all that, blah blah blah, and so our relationship goes on. We all hang out all the time, we're having fun, all that, and I trust them because they were best friends. And I didn't think anything would ever happen, and I should have known that she had a crush on him, yet I didn't do anything about it. And I didn't ask anything because I trust. And I trust way too easily. And when I trust way too easily, it bites me in the ass. Well, the story, I no longer trust anyone, but that's besides the point. One day, Karen and Luke and I, we went to a party. And we were all at the party, and Karen was like, hey, Luke, can I talk to you for a second? And I was just like standing there, and she was like, oh no, can it just be Luke? And I was just like, sure, like that's fine, like I don't care. 20 minutes went by, 30 minutes went by, an hour went by. So I walked over, I was like, hey guys. And they both look at me with dead ass face and goes, not right now. Please go away. I was like, okay, like why can't I be in this conversation? They're like, no, like just trust us, like everything's fine, but just like I'm like not right now. So I walked away, and Luke came up to me. He was like, I need to talk to you. I was like, okay. So I go on the deck of this kid's house, and I sit down, and he goes, Karen just confessed her love for me.
Sierra smash!
Ugh. Now I'm gonna get mad. I'm literally saying fucking red because this fucking topic, oh my god, I hate her so much. He says Karen confessed her love to me. Mind you, I'm sitting here. They're behind me. She literally did it, legitimately behind my back. I was like, well, have you ever liked her? And his response was, yes, I have a crush on her. Now what you're probably thinking is, Sierra, you have terrible fucking luck with men. This is true. This is really fucking true. Because I've been cheated on in almost every relationship I've ever been in. So Stevie, if you're watching, don't fucking test me. Don't test me. I swear to God. Because all y'all watching will come and hunt you down. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill her. He was like, no, don't confront her. Like, don't, like, let's just, like, talk. I'm like, no, we're done here. Like, this, like, we're done. I'm fucking done. So I fucking got off the deck. I went up to her. Mind you, Karen had a boyfriend. Karen was dating someone. Like, how can you be that much of a hoe bag to be dating someone and then confess your love to someone else on the same fucking day? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I was fucking pissed. So I walked up to her. I said, so you're gonna confess your love to my boyfriend right behind my back while your boyfriend is sitting right there next to you? She got up, and she started bawling her eyes out and crying because I outed her in front of her boyfriend. Bitch, what do you think I'm gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fine. Just confess your love to my boyfriend. Like everything is all roses and fucking butterflies. No. She must have thought I was fucking pretty damn stupid. I ain't fucking stupid, and I'm not dumb. It got up there, I went to haymaker her fucking face. I went and I was like, this, and my friend grabbed my arm and like pulled me away, and he was like, let's go talk, and I was like, I'm gonna beat her ass, I'm gonna beat her, and I was just so fucking pissed off, and he was like, what's wrong, like tell me what happened. So I told him, I was just like, the fucking bitch just confessed her love to my boyfriend and I'm fucking done, I've had it, blah blah blah. And he was just like, yo, that's so fucked up. All of a sudden, I see her fucking behind me start running down to the end of the street. She's bawling, she's screaming and crying because apparently after that, her boyfriend broke up with her. And I'm fucking glad he did because she's fucking crazy. I was just like, no, I'm fucking done. She's a fucking fake ass bitch and he can go suck an ass. Then he's crying. He's like, Sierra, where are you? Sierra, where are you? I was like, what do you want? I'm done. I am done with all of this bullshit because this is not fair to me. I was just like, please, please, please. And I was just like, you know what? Let's all go talk. So I brought him down to where Karen was. I was like, why would you do that? She was like, I'm so sorry. I wanted to tell you how I felt, but I didn't know how to tell you. I said, so you tell my boyfriend behind my back when you could have told me yourself first? You are not a true fan. You are a fake ass bitch. And I hope you rot in hell. Luke was like, if you walk away, we're done. I just kept walking. Never said we were done. Never said we broke up. Never agreed to it. Or nothing. Done. Remember that. Remember that I never said we broke up. I said we will talk about it tomorrow. I said we will talk about it tomorrow, but we are together. Okay? Even though that was dumb to say together, we were together. And I was like, I want to go home. Karen had drove us. So stupidly, Karen drove me home first. And Karen dropped off Luke. Now, in the time that he was supposed to leave her said car and go home, that's not what happened. I'll get to that in a second. Months go by. I'm fine. Everything's good and everything's cordial. And like, we just digress. And like, I eventually like forgive her and we're like good again. Then one day, my grandparents were off in Vegas and I was staying at my house. And I was going to have some people over. It was going to be at nighttime. So then Luke brought me to the movies to go see Deadpool. I'm getting texts from Karen because Karen was supposed to come to the party. She's just like, I can't live with myself unless I tell you what happened. I read this text message and we were about 10 minutes away from my house. Oh, this makes me fucking mad. This makes me so fucking mad. Oh my god. I want you guys to know before I like to finish this whole story that this fucked me up to the point where, I mean, I don't trust anyone after this. I like went into a deep fucking depression. Like I was suicidal for a very long time because of this. And I'm making a joke about it now, but this really was the cause of me thinking that I wasn't good enough for anyone. I wasn't good enough because for a best friend who I called a best friend and for someone who I supposedly thought loved me to do that to me, it just really fucked my mental state up. So as much as I'm joking about it and getting angry, it really did fuck me up. So I read the text message and I look at Luke and I said, what is she talking about? So he takes off his glasses and he goes, do you remember the night that she confessed her love to me? I said, here we fucking go. What did you do? And that night, mind you, that night was at least 3 months prior. He goes, that night we made out 4 times and almost had sex in the back of her car. And I didn't realize he took off his glasses because he thought I was going to punch him. And I wish I fucking did. I wish I did. So I punched the front of his car and I said, drive me the fuck home and never speak to me again. We are done. I text her. I'm like, fuck you. I went home. He's crying. He's all upset. He's freaking the fuck out. And then she gets to my house. She's crying, she's freaking out, he's screaming at her, saying all these lies, and she's fucking freaking out. And I was like, you know what? I was like, the both of you fucked up. But the fact that she came to me and told me, that's a fucking, like, I appreciate that. You, on the other hand, were never going to tell me, regardless of what you're going to tell me right now, you were never going to tell me. So fuck you. I'm done with you. Get the fuck out of my house. As for you, Karen, you know, the fact that you did come to me, I really appreciate, and you can stay. So she stayed. Obviously was just in utter shock because I just found out that I was cheated on by my best friend and my fucking boyfriend. And I didn't know what to do and I wanted him to leave, so he left. And I had my party. I had my friends there. And then all of a sudden Luke showed up at my house. And he knocked on the door, and my friend Max and my friend Alex were so scared that he was gonna, like, hurt me, which I wouldn't doubt because he was being a fucking asshole that night. I walked outside, he's like, I want my bowl, I'm calling the cops. I was like, are you fucking kidding? He was just like, yeah. I was like, then take it. So I gave it to him, and I said, please just leave. Please, for the love of God, leave. I don't want to see you. He's like, will you see me tomorrow? I said, maybe. Because the day after, I had to drive to Florida for 24 hours. And they decide to tell me the night before. so I can fester it for literally a day. Honestly, that whole entire trip down there, I was fucking bawling my eyes out. I was just like, it just sucked. It fucking sucked. I do so much for people and they always stab me in the back. That is a prime example of why I don't trust people. I decided that when I came home to stay with Luke, because I was an idiot and I didn't know what to do, and eventually I came to the point where I couldn't trust him anymore because he started doing drugs again. Then I found Jerry. Funny story, I started working at Zoomies and then I found Jerry. Jerry was like, you shouldn't be with someone like that. And like, he played this likable game that there's someone in this world that will treat you like a princess that you are. And I thought it was gonna be him, but it wasn't. I was sadly mistaken. For 2 years, I was sadly mistaken. So when one day after work, I called up Luke. I said, where are you? He was like, oh, I'm with Karen. I said, oh, okay. You know what? We're done. And I broke up with him over the phone and I never saw him again. I did reconnect with Luke a couple months ago and he fucked up anything to ever be even cordial. We will never be cordial. He fucked that up for himself and he knows that. He just has a lot of demons. As for Karen, I will, if I ever saw, you all know how I feel about Karen. I don't have to say it. I'm not going to start screaming out mean freaking things about her. She knows what she did and she's going to pay for it eventually. And I think she has. And you know what? As much as I hate to do this, like, I think that this will speak volumes to a lot of people. I know that you have apologized to me, Karen, multiple times, and I've never really accepted your apology, but I think that this topic gets me so fucking angry, and I think I finally have to just say that I forgive you. And I'm speechless that I even just said that because I never thought I'd forgive her, and I always hated her, and I always thought of her as a terrible fucking person, but I just think she's very naive and she will eventually grow up and I wish her all the best, but she really fucked me up and that's who I blamed for a very long time. But I think that in order to be happy with my life, I have to forgive her. So yes, you made a fucked up mistake and yes, you fucking hurt me and yes, you ruined a portion of my life, but I'm not gonna let that define the rest of my life. So Karen, if you're watching, and if someone showed you this, or if someone's told you, I forgive you. Will we ever be friends again? No. Will I ever speak to you? No. But that is okay. And I think that's the most mature thing I can do in this situation. Like, it fucking sucks. Like, it was horrible, you know? Life goes on, and I'm in a different chapter in my life. I'm done dwelling on it. So, yeah, I officially have closed it off in my diary of YouTube and will never speak of it again. I just want to say I really appreciate everyone watching my videos. Honestly, I was talking to someone who watches my videos a lot, who's been there watching my videos from day one, and we weren't really friends in high school, but like, she is so similar to me, and we're gonna start making collab videos when she gets home from college. But like, we were talking about it yesterday, and both of us were manifesting our dreams of being a YouTube star. Like, that's just insane to me. Like, I cannot believe I'm doing this. I'm making content and people are watching and people are liking my videos. And like, I thank you guys so much. I put new videos out every Sunday and Wednesday. I mean, at least I try to. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.
I gave you my heart.